don't blast into the next thing. Start making your list for the new year. Rest. This could actually be a few days of quiet and of rest.
That's actually generally my favorite. And I just am splayed out on the couch.
Jammies all day.
Yes.
Hello, friends. Welcome back.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Feliz
everyone.
Navidad. Meli Kalikimaka.
If you are watching on the 25th of December, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Everybody. And if you're picking up with us sometime during the week, Merry Christmas Tide.
Yes.
Because we have now stepped into Christmas Tide, which lasts until the Feast of Epiphany.
Yes, right.
Let's begin with our pause. Whatever you're feeling, whatever the day has held, whatever the week has held or not, let's take a moment and release everything to God and find His heart for us. Christmas time holds a lot of emotion for most people. It holds a lot of activity and often a lot of drama. It holds family issues, and it holds the absence of many of those things. And so let's take a moment here to give all of that to Jesus. You say, Jesus, I give everyone and everything to you. I give everyone and everything to you. And then just take a moment, friends. Whatever you want to release to Him, whatever gratitude you want to express, if there are people and drama you need to let go of, if you want to simply give Him your heart's longings, let's do that right here. Yeah, we do. We do, Jesus. We give it all to you, and we want to say we love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We celebrate that you kept your promise, that you would come, that you would intervene, that you would take on our humanity in order to rescue it and recreate us and bring us back to the heart of the Father. Lord, thank you. Amen.
Amen.
Well, this is kind of part two, to be honest. If you didn't listen to last week's Christmas podcast, that's really the bulk of our message and what we wanted to say to you all. Because I just thought, gosh, coming into Christmas Day,
make it short and sweet.
I love you. Make it short and sweet. I'm not going to read the Christmas story. I want to read from Hebrews chapter 1. I love the centrality of Jesus in this passage. It says this: in the past, God spoke to our ancestors through the prophets at many times and in various ways. But in these last days, He has spoken to us by His Son, whom He appointed heir of all things, and through whom also He made the universe. The Son is the radiance of God's glory and the exact representation of His being, and He sustains everything by His powerful command. That's who we celebrate. That's the little guy there in the manger. Boom.
The one and only God.
Yeah, the one and only.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. So as Stace and I were talking about what we wanted to share with you this week, again, trusting that you're probably picking this up, not on the 25th, but maybe on the evening of the 25th, maybe early morning. So again, Merry Christmas if you are. Absolutely. Many of you are going to pick it up on the 26th, 27th, 28th into the week. Okay. What would you want to counsel our friends with as Christmas is peaking and then quickly in the rearview mirror?
I do have something I'd like to counsel them with. I'm going to look directly at you just so you hear me. In the liturgical calendar, we mentioned this last week. Prior to Christmas, it's the Advent season. Christmas Day starts the Christmas season. I know way too many people who the day after Christmas, it's just cleansed from their home. Take down the tree, move everything out, stop listening to Christmas music. And I want to encourage you not to do that, to stay in it. Oftentimes it's after Christmas that you get to exhale. And so it's still a time to continue to drink in the beauty, drink in the promise, drink in the reality that our faithful God came and that he's coming again. So keep up the lights as long as you can.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that is so good. That I remember the shock, honey, when we went, we had been in what would be kind of like a contemporary evangelical Bible church for a number of years, quite a number of years. And then we shifted over into more of a liturgical tradition. And I remember the first week after Christmas, I went in and they were playing Christmas music.
Singing Christmas carols.
They were still singing Christmas hymns. And I'm like, what the? And that just, I am describing my poverty.
Yes.
How it's just, no, you just move on, blast on the
Start
next thing.
Start decorating for Valentine's Day. Get her done. Yeah.
Okay. So 12 days of Christmas.
Oh, is
right?
that when they start? Is that it?
Isn't that fascinating? On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. The 12 days of Christmas go to Epiphany, January 6th.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay, so we just have some loving counsel. And the first thing is, stay with it,
yes,
gang.
Yeah.
Like now may be the moments you actually get some time with God.
Yes. Linger.
Now may be some moments you get some time with yourself and your own soul.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, the idea that most people don't have to go back to work. Some do.
Yeah.
Some are at work today. Bless you. May Jesus catch you.
Yes.
But the idea of being is don't blast into the next thing.
Yes.
Start making your list for the new year. Start, like rest.
Mm-hmm.
This could actually be a few days of quiet and of rest.
Yeah. That's actually generally my favorite, is particularly 26th, which I do have off. And I just am splayed out on the couch for the better part of the day.
Jammies all day.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. A couple other pieces of counsel that we want to share with you. So we were talking last week about the longings of Christmas and the longing for his return and the apogee of the moon, where the nearness of it all actually increases the gravitational pull.
Yeah, the longing, the ache,
the
desire.
My gosh.
Yeah.
For however it is you want to name that, I would name that. What is it? I just wish things were good again. I just wish my family would get along. I actually want to encourage you to name that by writing it down.
Yeah, that's good.
And then in this period of the in-between time, Christmas tide, invite Jesus into those things.
Yeah.
Just go, that party that says we are never, ever, ever fill in the blank. Right. Going with the in-laws again. We are never, ever, ever going to put that much effort into Christmas, whatever.
No, whatever it is.
Do a big Christmas dinner. Okay. All right. Okay. Invite Jesus into these things.
Even if it's, I am never, ever going to hope again that Christmas is going to be lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because what we're describing is the grace of transition.
Yes.
The soul needs transitionary moments, transitionary permission. It needs transition space.
Yes, rather than the jarring experience of rushing on to the next thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we use this week as transition time.
Mhm.
We don't blast. We make waffles. We read books. We take naps to the degree that we can,
Yes.
right? You still got family in town and you're still doing things. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But the grace of this is something that you really could choose for yourself.
Mhm.
You could choose to pay attention to your heart. You could choose to invite Jesus in.
Yes. Always a good choice.
Invite
Yes.
Jesus
Invite
in.
him.
I've been experiencing the most wonderful practice that Jesus has led me into recently that I want to share with our friends. Things will present themselves out of my soul, in my soul, to me. I'll find myself angry, or I'll find myself disappointed, or I'll have a reaction to someone or to an invitation to something, just whatever. Things will present themselves. And Jesus has invited me, as I said, Lord, what do I do with this? He has said, walk with me into it. Let's walk into the center of it together. Because what we typically tend to do, after the hubbub of Christmas is, man, just get me some distance from all that. Okay. But you actually don't want distance from your own soul.
Right.
And from your own heartache.
Yeah, you don't want to push it away.
Or your joys, by the way. Lots of joy this last week for us. It's been both. It's been great and hard. He has said this, whatever is presenting itself, walk with me into the center of it. I'm like, okay, all right. I get that. I'm not near it right now. And I want to run from the fear, the anger, the disappointment, whatever, even resentment. I want to run from it. No. My heart's down in there and I need Jesus down in there.
Yes.
And so he has said, walk with me into it. And so I'm, to the best of the degree that I can, I move towards it in my soul. I move directly into it, like right back into those feelings. I am never speaking to Uncle Ted again, whatever it is. You walk right back into those feelings and you love Jesus in that place because loving him allows him in. It opens the heart back up to his presence. So this is what he's teaching me to do. Walk with me into it, John. Let's go right into the center of it. Ask me to fill this place in your heart. Pray for union with me here. And then as we were talking earlier in the fall, and I ask you for the rest of my salvation here in this place.
Yeah, that's so good.
It's a very, very simple practice. Yeah. It's been utterly transformative to me because it's bringing me back to important places in my heart instead of me just leaving them on the side of the road.
Do you imagine it in your mind? Do you picture?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. But what I do is I look for the feeling, I look for the emotion, and I walk straight back into it.
Okay.
I look for Jesus. Yeah. And then it's that I need union with you here. I need your heart, your perspective here. I need my salvation here. This might be a really good week to allow yourself transition.
Yeah, that's really good. And the honesty is, that Jesus he wants a relationship with your authentic self.
Yes.
So not to push it away, but inviting him in.
And then as we were saying last week, Christmas is a promise partly fulfilled.
Yes.
The wardrobe door is open. It is. And we get a little bit of commerce with the kingdom. We get some interactions. We get some experiences. We receive love, help, hope. The snow of Narnia blows through the door on our faces occasionally. Okay. But what we were saying last week is the fulfillment of that promise is just around the corner, folks. And I would stay with that most of all this week.
Yes. Yes. It's a good word.
Yep. So that's what we wanted to say is Merry Christmas tide to you all. Stay with it. Don't run away. Allow transition and just remind yourself the promise is about to be fulfilled fully.
So Merry Christmas indeed.
Yeah. And God bless us.
Everyone.
Almighty God.